The idea of, if it's not tight, like your scalp is not Welcome back to the Joseph family, and for those joining us for the first time, welcome. We do faith, family, and food on this channel. I want to say thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, because we have quite a number of subscribers, and for sharing this video. Today, I want to give 5 tips. They're numerous tips for our hair growth, for our hair nourishment, for our hair to thrive. And I find something good, it's just within me to share it, right? Because if I found something that's good for me and it's working, it may be good for you. And so I encourage you, if you find something that you have found that is working for you and it's good, share. Don't hoard. Don't be a hoarder. Release. And so that's my tip to you. Release, and you will be amazed it returns. So today I have 5 tips. That's 5 tips to avoid in order to retain not just length, but to retain the health of your hair. Gel is not necessary for a hair, and more so, it does not enable, it does not add to the health and to the nourishment of our hair. This idea of you need to slick your hair back, you need to put your baby hair, and all these ideologies. What's the aim? Is your hair not good enough in the states that God has made it? You have a 4C, or for us 4Z hair. Why does it need to be slicked back? Why not embrace her in her natural state? So please, as much as you can, take out the gel for yourself and for your baby girls, especially. They are children. Let them be children. Includes the way they see themselves, right? If you feel you want to keep a clean look, I think that in itself is a little problematic, but we'll go with it. If you want to keep a clean look, use castor oil to lay down their edges, or you use flax seeds, boil it for about 10 to 15 minutes. It has the same gel consistency, but it's healthier, right? If you want that gel your hair or lay your edges down look, then do that. And of course, we know castor oil is good for you because it's a really thick oil, but please leave the gel alone. Put it aside. Throw it out, please. Thank you. Do not comb your hair when it's dry. I can't stress this enough. Short hair or long hair, don't run the comb through your hair when it's dry. Always, and I think most people know this by now, but water is our best friend. Water is your hair's best friend. Spray down your hair with water, preferably warm water, but if you don't have warm water, any temperature is fine. But put water in your hair before you decide to comb through it. I believe in my first video, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box. It's the only time a comb comes in is when we're in the shower. Her hair is fully saturated with conditioner. But if you do need to comb your hair, just ensure it is wet. There's some water in there, because you're only going to be breaking your hair, which means you're pulling away the length that you've retained. And so that's just a tip. Do not comb your hair when it is dry. Always spritz your hair with water, ideally when there's lots of conditioner in it, so that when you are combing it, you're simply combing it to detangle versus combing and breaking it. I hope that's helpful. Tight hairstyle. This mindset that if it's not tight, it's not done. If it's not tight, it's not clean. There's a lot of unlearning when it comes to our hair. There is a lot of unlearning that we must be willing to do in order to get to the place where we embrace our hair, we celebrate our hair, we enjoy. Do you guys see what's going on? Our hair is beautiful. Like the idea of, you know, if it's not tight, like your scalp is not seen, then it's not clean. We need to put that mindset on the shelf and leave it there, because a lot of these things started for us when we were kids, and I believe we're at a better place where we know better, so we ought to do better. A lot of young mommies like me are getting the privilege to start young with your kids and instill some beautiful foundation we didn't get, right? So with our daughters, the aim is not tight, slick hair. The aim is enjoyed hair, celebrated hair, healthy hair, right? And when they get that, they don't go to school saying, oh, that my friend, her hair is long, and they never hear that about themselves. That should not be the case. Our hair grows, but we have to let our hair grow. Okay, I want to say that again. Our hair, natural, textured, 4C, A, B, Z. Our hair grows, but we have to let her grow. Okay? Let your hair be. It's an acknowledgement. It is acknowledgement that God, what you made is beautiful. You made me, I'm beautiful. Okay? Hair tools. Hair tools. So we have, you can put a bow in your daughter's hair. But when it comes to things like scrunchie, you want to be mindful not to get the ones with the metal attachment to it. I'll find a picture and link it somewhere, attach it. But don't get those scrunchies. Get something more like this. You see, it's just a material. There's no ending, there's no beginning in a sense. And this does not grip her hair and pull it out, right? I rarely use this. But when I need to pack her hair, this is what I use. Do not use a rubber band on your hair. For some that braid their children's hair and put it in elastic bands, those pull out, those rip out their hair and your hair. So as much as possible, let's minimize rubber bands or just hair tools. They're not beneficial for our hair. They may not be problematic for other types of hair, but our hair type is very delicate. And so we want to treat her as she is, beautifully delicate. Over manipulation. Avoid this. Minimize it. Just stop it. Just stop it. And so what's over manipulation? On Sunday, you do your daughter's hair or you do your hair. And then the next Sunday, so 7 days later, or even less, let's say you have something to do or somewhere to go. 3-4 days later, you're doing it again. So you're pulling, detangling, pulling again. And so it's a lot of stress on the scalp. You want to minimize that, especially for kids. So maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, ideally, you want to have a protective style last in their hair so you're touching it less. That does not mean you avoid your moisture every day or every other day, right? But you having to pull and tug at it is minimized for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So you're seeing the length being retained. And so that would be my last tip, to retain healthy hair and long length with your 4A, B, C, Z hair type. Like this video, subscribe, share, hit the notification, do all the necessary things you need to do, you know, to make this continue. See you, chat with you in the next video. Be sure to leave your comments below. Let us know how these tips are enriching you, and I pray that they're being a blessing to you and you can be a blessing to someone else. Okay, bye for now.